All right. This, no cool story behind this. This guy could be my great-grandfather's firearm. This is a Colt. So 1873 model. This is a 45 long Colt. This is a replica of the Colt Army, except for, and it's got the blued. I love the design on this. This is a, not you birdie. Shoot. I can't remember. It's not you birdie, but it's the other one. Anyway, so it's single. You get a cock fire. So what's cool about this one, let's see if we can catch this in the light just right. It has the octagon barrel on it. So they never made one of these with an octagon barrel. They did make a Navy. I believe the Navy had the octagon barrel. These are, so to free the cylinder, you want to do a half cock. And this one is a 6-shooter. So, cool thing, so here's the deal with these guns. This might be a touchy subject if your first name is Alex, or Alec. But, originally these guns would have I'm going to show you up close. I'm going to cock this. See if we can see this. Alright, so you can see this is smooth. That is how I'm able to have 6 rounds in this. I can carry this with 6 rounds. I can smack that hammer, nothing will happen. This guy here, there's a little plate that is lined up, and you can see it drop. When I pull this, you'll see it drop back in the gun. So what that is, this is a new design on an old gun. The reason you don't want to carry, they would call it a 6-shooter, but really, cowboys, not all, most that were smart, that didn't want to shoot themselves in the leg or whatever, they'd carry 5 rounds in these. They would leave a cylinder empty. They would take out one of the rounds. They leave a cylinder empty. And then what they would do is, you look down the side, you cock it, and then they would carry it like that. Empty cylinder, fully cocked, holster. That way if they needed the gun, they could pull it out, fire it. Or they would just carry it with the empty cylinder. They'd carry it uncocked. Empty cylinder would be the first advancement, so when they cocked it, it would advance to that empty. I'm sorry, it would advance past that empty cylinder. You'd have a live round you could shoot. The reason for that is the ones with the firing pin on the hammer, it's resting against the primer of the round. So if you cock it, you'll notice that on the ones with the firing pin, they sit back a little bit. That firing pin, if there's a round in the chamber, that firing pin is sitting on the primer. So all you got to do is bump that thing, or hit it with your hand, or have a bad draw, or fall funny, do anything weird, and it's going to fire that round off. So yeah, the safety triggers are nice, because you can carry the gun fully loaded. I would never carry this gun, not like a concealed carry. I got a leather holster with the bullet, the bullet, bayonet, whatever around it. It's like a Western style one. I bought it in Mexico, so it's handmade. It's like a red, kind of matches the walnut handle. I picked this guy up before the big boom on guns, I guess, a couple years ago. So I paid $300 for this. I think now they're going for like $450. They have a 357, 45. There's a couple different calibers. 38, 357. I think you get a 44 Magnum also, or a 44. So the first rounds I shot, a funny story, let me tell you this. First rounds I shot out of this gun, I bought some, I knew better, but I knew better. Let's just leave it at that. I bought some 300 grain buffalo bore 45 long Colt plus P. If anybody's ever shot those, you know that's probably not. So this gun is not rated for plus P. These are cowboy loads. They're reloads I got at a gun show. They are 230 grain. Just standard powder loads. These things are a dream to shoot. The gun barely kicks. It's like shooting. It's like butter. So the first rounds I shot out of here, they were $2 a piece. But those 6 rounds cost me about $210 because I split the cylinder. I had 3 cylinders split on me. I couldn't eject the brass. A couple of them came out, a couple of them didn't. When I got the brass out, I was shining a light in there. I'm like, what is going on with this thing? I thought I broke something internally. Shining a light down the cylinder, and I could see light coming out of the side. Well, lesson learned. Follow the rules of the manufacturer. If it's not plus P, don't shoot it out of it. Taurus, I've got a Judge we're going to shoot today. That's plus P. We're going to be shooting some plus P out of that one. That one shoots it just fine. Make sure that, like, if you're loading or anything you do, stick to what the manufacturer recommends, because it can be a costing mistake. I mean, I could have lost a finger. I was just lucky that these are well built and it didn't blow out the side of the gun, mess me up. It just opened it up just enough to leave some hairline stresses here in the grooves. It's the only reason I saw it. I've got that cylinder at home as a reminder not to be a dumbass. So this is the new one. I've got it in there. Let's fire her up. All right, so what I'm doing is I've got my camera on a tripod, so bear with me. I'm trying to get used to this, so I'm on a tripod, and what I'm doing is I'm aiming through the camera, and I'm putting the camera's between me and the gun. All right, let's go. And we're empty.